welcome. Glory be to God. Thank you so much for listening to this video on a dream that I had. Okay, we'll just get to it. This dream I had, it goes way back machine, November 30th, 2013. Yeah, I know, been a little while, but it felt like it was now that I could share this dream, because of things that are going on in the news and life, and I think it's relevant. So, okay. The dream is I woke up in my dream. So I think I was laying in bed, and in my dream my husband woke me up and said that our daughter had some sort of liquid green goop in her bed. Well, that's terrifying. So I jump out of bed and race to my daughter's bed. She would have been a toddler, and in a crib. So she was in a crib, and I look inside, and her diaper is glowing this weird green fluorescent goop. So we kind of, check her out, and my husband, touches her, and he notices that she's gasping, and we watch her. She's having trouble breathing. It's horrible. So he picks her up and takes her out of the room, and I tell him I'll stay and clean up. So I'm gathering sheets and cleaning up, and I hear this static behind me in the room, and I turn. There's no radio or anything, and I look around, and I just see a lamp on top of a dresser, and it's got the old-fashioned cone shape, with the, well, not old-fashioned, but the cone shape with the bendy neck. And so I kind of walk towards it, and the static's getting louder, and I touch the lamp to kind of move it. Voices start tuning in the more I move the lampshade. And I thought, wow, weird. So I'm moving the lampshade to tune in this voice, and it was a male voice. And I apologize, just quickly. I say in my dream, and it's American voices that I hear. And I think what I was trying to say was, I know that other countries speak English, that's great, thank you. But I think these American, I wanted to specify that it was an American in my dream, American English voice. So, okay, my apologies. Excuse me. So, I heard this male American voice say, "The bombs have been loaded, and launch is in 15. And I woke up, and it's still kind of rattling in my head. The bombs have been loaded, and launch in 15. So my first thought is my daughter. So I run over. She's still in bed, sound asleep. So now, now I'm going back to the dream, and I kind of shuffle into our living room and find my husband awake and tell him I've had a dream. And I explained the dream to him, and he kind of says, okay. And I said, well, what time is it? And he looked at his watch, and he said, it's 7:45. It was a.m., but he said it's 7:45. And that to me was a wow, because 15 minutes to 8? What does that mean? Is there something? I mean, I don't know. I dare not even speculate. But it was very interesting, to say the least. So to analyze my dream, and please, whatever insights you have, pass them along because this one kind of threw me for a loop a little bit. So obviously the lampshade was a communication source, maybe like back in the day when they had the cone and would speak into the cone to speak to like the engine rooms or whatnot on different ships. So that was my communication. And I'm guessing that when I heard this American voice say the bombs, this is possibly a sub. I mean, I don't know. I don't work on one. I don't know anything about them, but I can guess maybe even at a sub. And then it goes back to the beginning of my dream where my daughter had the glowing neon green goop in her diaper. So it makes me wonder if this was post an attack on America and we were all poisoned and radiated. And with her gasping and having the green goop, of course, and she's a toddler, her body, her immune system wasn't fully functional yet, so she might be one of the first victims. So horrible. Sorry. Anyway, so all I can guess is that something could happen where a bomb might have gone off here and then we were retaliating. But who's to say? I'll leave this thought with you. None of us, they didn't ask us. They didn't, sign us into the memo. So we don't know what's going on. So we can't get upset and we can't fret. fret. But we can find peace in each other and pray. Find peace in God. He is our peace. He wants us to give it to Him. He wants us to come to Him with our woes so He can comfort us. So all I can say is that this is a beautiful dream that He gave me, and He wants us to be knowledgeable. He wants us to know things. So I think this is just His way of saying, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ear to the track, right? To the rail. The train's coming. So I don't know. It was a very interesting dream a very long time ago, but I was happy to share this with you today, and I hope you're well and blessed, and if you're not, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Keep fighting, because He's fighting for you.